What's up, YouTube? In today's Gamesalad tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a cheap AI effect. So the effect is going to be this box right here. It is aware of how far the mouse is away, and it goes wherever it wants. It'll go to any spot on the screen, and when the mouse gets way too close, it stops in place. It doesn't go anywhere, and it rotates. It's only when it's too close. When it goes away, it stops rotating, and it goes back to its odd ways of going wherever it wants. Now, this isn't exactly AI, but it's as close as I'm going to get to it, at least, because I've only been using Gamesalad for a couple months, and this is what I figured out on my own. So let's get started. So create a new Gamesalad project. Name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it AI. And we're going to create an actor. We're going to go into it, and we're going to put in a timer. And this is going to be every 2 seconds. We're going to interpolate. We're going to interpolate value at the attribute self position x to, and we're gonna have to make this anywhere on the screen. So this position x we're going to make random. And the minimum is going to be the origin of the x-axis, so it's going to be 0, and then where the x ends, so where the screen ends, so 480, close bracket. And we're going to make the function ease in, ease out. And we're going to keep the duration at 1. So let's go back, and we're going to put it on the screen. And when you preview, you see that it goes anywhere on the screen every 2 seconds. But it's only going on the x-axis. So to do this, make it go anywhere on the screen from the x and y axis, we're going to duplicate our timer. Hold down Alt key and then drag it to duplicate. And we're going to change the interpolate attribute to self position y. And we're going to change the y value of the random to 320. Click the check mark. Now when we preview, it goes anywhere on the screen, which is pretty cool. Now let's go back. Now we're going to add an awareness. So inside of our actor, we're going to add a self attribute. And this is going to be an integer, and we're going to name it proximity. Okay. Now we're going to add a constraint attribute. And we're going to constraint attribute self proximity to magnitude. And what the magnitude value does, the magnitude I'm getting a little tongue twisted. What this magnitude expression does is it measures the distance between one point to another point. Now, to the x-axis, the x value, my God, I'm sorry, is going to be device, mouse, position, x, and we're going to do mouse because we're going to measure the distance between the AI and the mouse. So device, mouse, position, x minus self, position, x, comma, device, mouse, position, y minus self, position, y. And close the bracket and click the check mark. And we're not exactly sure if it works or not, so we're going to debug this, and we're going to use a display text, and the text is going to be self proximity. So now it's going to display whatever the attribute is. We're going to make the text black since our actor is white. White on white doesn't look very good because we can't see it. So now when we preview, it shows us how far it is, in pixels of course. So right now it is 251 pixels away, now it's 248 pixels away, now it's 63 pixels away, and so on. So now, that doesn't help us very much unless it has an effect. So we're going to highlight our two timers, and we're going to click Create Rule to encompass these two into a rule. And we're going to make it so that when attribute self proximity is greater than, say, 150. So now when our mouse is 150 pixels or more away from the AI, it's going to go wherever it wants. But if it's close and it's within the 150 pixels, it's going to stay still. You see right now it's 75 pixels away, so it's not going anywhere. And when I move it away, now it's 293, it starts to do whatever it wants. Or go wherever it wants. Now, if you wanted to do something else while it's in that 150, open the otherwise, and I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to rotate it in the otherwise. So, whenever my mouse is within the 150 pixel range or radius, it's going to rotate counterclockwise at a speed of 90. Let's see what that looks like. So, it'll go wherever it wants. When I get close, it rotates. Now this is how you could apply this to, say, whenever you get close, it stops and it shoots at you. You could make it, it blows up, it does any sort of random effect as long as you put inside the otherwise. So that's how you create an AI with free motion. It'll go wherever it wants, and awareness with a proximity to it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. And if you have any questions, please comment, or you can go to the Gamesalad forums and you can ask questions there. You can message me. I'll have a link in the description to my own, or I'll just put up an annotation to my profile on Gamesalad. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. See you later.